What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana back at you with another YouTube video. So in case you missed yesterday's upload, they did announce a new Pokemon that will be added to the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet games. And although we went over the trailer and you guys saw my first reaction, they hadn't officially announced the Pokemon here in the US. That all changed this morning because we have an official trailer and they've added some information on it over on the official Scarlet and Violet website. So today we're going to go over all of the new information that we have about Wiglet. So if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe so you can see every time I upload a video, because I upload a ton of updates on Pokemon in general, whether it's the mainline games, Pokemon Go, you name it. So hit that subscribe button, and of course give this video a thumbs up if you are a Pokemon fan so we can push it out into the YouTube algorithm, because it helps you girl out. And of course, if you would like another way to support the channel so I can keep pushing out fun content for you guys, feel free to check out my merch store. There is a link down below in the description to my link tree that has a link to my merch store as well as all my other socials. But let's go hop into the newly added info on Wiglet. Okay, so first and foremost, I did want to start off with the official trailer that we got this morning to see if we might be able to get a little bit more info than in yesterday's trailer. Like typing, movesets, whatever, something like that. It's Diglett! And we have our boy, Wiglet. He's a water type. Okay, so it's a pure water type. Yesterday I was kind of speculating on its type being maybe ground and water since it is so similar to Diglett, but it looks like we're going pure water type for this guy. Look at him go. Oh my gosh. Going after this freaking little Bonsley over here. Cute. Oh, that's literally all we got. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have to go to the website to get a little bit more insight into this guy. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this article right here that was posted on September 28th that says, "Dive in with Wiglet, the garden eel Pokemon." Haha, I was right. I said that I thought it was based off of those little eels that poke their heads out of the sand. So my guess was correct. So dive in with Wiglet, the garden eel Pokemon. It may look like Diglett, but it's a completely different species of Pokemon. Wiglet pokes a part of its body out of the sand to feed in the ocean. Is that literally all we get? Okay. And then it literally just has the same video that we just watched on their official YouTube channel. So let me go back to the main page and I'm gonna go to the Pokemon and hopefully we have a little blurb. Yep, there he is, Wiglet. So let's see what this says here. Wiglet. It said that Wiglet's resemblance to Diglett may be a mere coincidence, a result of its adaptation to its environment. So for all of my science nerds out there, that is known as Convergent evolution. For category, it's the garden eel Pokemon, water type, and its abilities are Gooey and Rattle. We really still don't have a lot of info on Wiglet. This is really all we get is these two little paragraphs, so let's go through these. Though it may closely resemble Diglett, it's a completely different Pokemon. It may look like Diglett, but it's actually a completely different species of Pokemon. Wiglet pokes a part of its body out of the sand to feed in the ocean. We just read that, but okay. It's still unclear what the rest of its body hidden under the sand is like, or how long it might be. It does terrify me a little bit that it says they don't know how long it is, because it makes me think of the Alaskan bullworm from SpongeBob, which I'm pretty sure somebody commented that yesterday on my video as well. Wiglet has a sense of smell that can pick up scents from over 60 feet away. Oh, that's interesting. Boasting an exceptional sense of smell, Wiglet is able to pick up scents from over 60 feet away. It has a skittish disposition and is constantly cautious of its surroundings. When it notices the scent of other Pokemon, Wiglet burrows into the sand to conceal itself. But that's really all of the information that we have so far on it. I feel like they're doing this purposely though. So why do I think that they're doing this on purpose? I think it's because they're purposely leaving some mystery into this brand new concept that's about to be introduced into the Scarlet and Violet games. So a lot of people have actually been saying that Wiglet kind of seems like a lazy Pokedex entry, insinuating that the Pokemon Company is running out of ideas for new Pokemon, especially when we have something like regional variants, which we already know Diglett already has its own Alolan form as well as Dugtrio. However, regional variants are based off of the idea of divergent evolution, which for my non-science nerds out there, divergent evolution is when a species shares a common ancestor, become more distinct from one another due to their environment. The differing environments cause certain traits to be favored over others, eventually leading to different speciation. For example, think of an elephant and a mammoth. One adapted to a cold, icy environment, while another adapted to warmer temperatures. So clearly this is what they took inspiration from in order to create regional variants, since we have Pokemon like Ninetales, for example, who in the Kanto region is a fire type, but in the Alolan region is an ice fairy type, and they have two completely different appearances. differences. But since we learned that Wiglet's similarities with Diglett are completely coincidental, like I mentioned earlier, what they're playing off of here is convergent evolution. So unlike divergent evolution, where a species shares a common ancestor, in convergent evolution, these are actually two completely separate species that happen to develop similar traits, such as the way that they're built. Think of dolphins and sharks as an easy example. A dolphin is obviously a mammal since it breathes air, and a shark is a fish since it always lives underwater and has gills to breathe underwater. They're two completely different species and don't have a common ancestor, but they both have similar body types, and that's because they both adapted to life in the water. Which makes sense as to why Wiglet and Diglett are two completely different species of Pokemon, but happen to share similar body types, since they both adapted to living life in the ground. And obviously this is all just speculation, it's not like they've come out and said this themselves, but if they are going this route, this really gives them the option to revisit different Pokemon and give them new life, characteristics, and really change their appearance more so than they could have with just regional variants. So personally, I would have to disagree with those that say that this is a lazy concept. I think that there is a ton of creative potential here, since this will allow them to revisit Pokemon and really get creative and really give them a fresh look. But of course, that is just my opinion. I would love to hear what you guys think of not only our newest Pokemon edition, but also if you think if they're kind of hinting at this new concept that they're going to be playing off of convergent evolution. But that is going to be it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. The link is down below in the description. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye!